Exodus 23, 1 through 3 says, "You shall not bear false witness. Do not join your hand with a wicked man to malicious witness. You shall not follow the masses doing evil, nor should you testify in a dispute, so to turn aside after a multitude in order to prevent justice." If you're joining us in reading through this 90-day reading plan, today's reading is Exodus 23, 1 through 13, and I encourage you to read that passage. I need to warn you today, you may think I'm becoming political. In reality, I'm not taking sides because the sides are both acting immorally. Since the early 1990s, our political system here in the United States has become more and more divided. I remember during the Reagan administration that Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan really did not like one another. They certainly had their different political opinions, but each one of them respected the other and maintained a moral relationship. But since that time, it's become more and more respectable to be disrespectful. Now either side is trying to be disingenuous so that the other side looks absolutely terrible. Depending on the news channel you go to, you get a view of the news that most suits your political opinion. Either side will spin their words to try and denigrate the other. This thinking is following into our Christian walk as well. We as believers are not to do that. We may disagree with someone, but we are not to malign them in such a way that we become dishonest and unloving. There are many times that I disagree with even fellow believers, and I may disagree so much that I don't spend a lot of time with that believer, but that does not mean that I can put them down. It doesn't mean that I can build a straw man and argue with it in such a way that demeans them or denigrates them in their position. I don't like what's happening today in the Christian community. We're looking at each other as enemies. We're looking at each other as combatants rather than looking at each other in love. That doesn't mean I don't have strong opinions. I feel many of those opinions are justified biblically, but I cannot browbeat somebody into believing my position. I can only win them over through love and respect. Now, I'm not suggesting that we give up biblical beliefs so that we are in agreement with each other. What I am suggesting is that we treat one another as Christ would treat each other, in love and respect. I will speak strongly about the things I believe are immoral or heretical, but I cannot treat somebody badly because I disagree with them.